I guess so. So I will talk about the project that I had. It's not a startup project. It's not the product itself. Is the thing that I guess advertise, and I will advertise, but it's like I will. What in my mind is I will use this application to increase my visibility. That's my ambition or my target. So I will mostly talk about this story that I had. By the way, I am really bad at uh, timing. So you just sign me. I will just wrap up whatever. So who am I? For 7 years so far, I'm working as a front-end developer. Before that, I had other experience as well. I worked for blockchain exchange. I was doing their wallet system. Before that, I had two initiatives. Now I'm not going to dive into that, so it will take so much time. And before that, I even was working for Wi-Fi company. Maybe most of you are familiar, AirTies. I was an R&D engineer there, but then I just switched my career to front-end and web development. So those are the last three companies that I work, and it has been like 4 years. So, now I am working for Helio Campus. It's a US-based company, and yeah, like since United States is in their time zone, uh, that's why I am a front-end developer by night and the indie hacker by day. So why I did this? By the way, this is just a clone of another project. There was already an application by Theo. This guy, I really highly suggest that follow him. He's creating good content, and he released a competition, call it a clonathon, that he challenged developers to do a clone of his application. So, and I had already an application that I was about to abandon. It was, again, a chat wrapper, LLM wrapper, let's say. It was, I tried to index blockchain data. There's a blockchain indexer application. Like if you, I don't know how many of you are familiar. The one famous one is Etherscan. So like there is an open source version of it, which is BlockScout. I use BlockScout to index blockchain data, which is Avalanche. I use Avalanche because they have some initiative, like they have some funding on the projects that do on their chain. So I indexed their data, blockchain data, with a full node. Then I put them to database. Then I use LLM to query the live data. And sadly, I could not have any fund there, and I was about to abandon the project. And it's the cost of having full node is quite some infra. It's like, I remember like 40 gigabyte of hard disk I needed only for their testnet. So like if I go to try their other real production network, it will be way more. So I was about to abandon that project. Then this clonathon became a good coincidence. Then I was like, let's switch this application to that application. And yeah, like I wanted to try new stuff and break my, like I'm already working for another company. I try to break my comfort zone. Plus, yeah, like maybe this should go to the first item, improve my visibility. That was the target of this project. So yeah, a lot of logos. For the front end of this project, I use React, Vite, and Material UI. It's pretty much actually the tech stack that we use in our company. I was not into that, maybe let's say not that into trying new stuff on the front end, but I was more into trying stuff on the back end. But by the way, maybe in next iteration, I'm also into trying 10 stack starter. That's I don't know how many of you are familiar, but I will also. It's my agenda to try that. But one of the target of this project is I haven't been developing backend. Like I guess the last project that I did for backend that goes to production was while I was working for this blockchain exchange company. I did their wallet system. It was 7 years ago, so there was I wanted to just re-experiment how it is to do a backend again. And also, one of the big motivation on that is current status of AI. Really, it fastens the way you learn, the way you do. So it kind of encouraged me. So I tried quite new technologies. BAN, it's really good. By performance, it's really good. But my motivation and the thing that it's really impressed me on BAN is as a JavaScript runtime. If you have experience with JavaScript backend development, one of the issues is JavaScript meant for browsers, and it's single-threaded. And if you not bring a design, infra, or some orchestration that does not scale, it will just, for example, if you put your application, a service on JavaScript, on Node.js, let's say, it will just run on one single thread. So even though you have like 6 CPU in your server, it will use just one CPU core. So what you should do, you need to create so more instances, then you need to do load balancer on top of that so that it will do round robin or whatever. So it's just some extra work. BAN has actually a solution for that. It's just built-in cluster system. It just does, when you enable that, it just automatically cluster itself and do the round robin for each request. This is one of the things that impressed me. Another thing is it compiles. So the compiling is good for especially scripting language. I didn't have too much experience and problems, but I heard there are some cold start issues that prevents that. So those are the two issues that I know. I think there are more, but two issues that I know about JavaScript. So BAN solved those. Probably solve a lot more issues, but those two kind of impressed me. The other one is Hono. Hono is Express.js alternative. It's quite lightweight, and one of the good stuff about Hono is it can scale to, like, you can deploy it to Cloudflare Worker. So right now I prefer to just use it inside my VPS, but if I wanted to just move it to those cloud platforms, yeah, like Hono gives that. And TRPC, it's first time I use TRPC on my project, and I am really, really impressed by this, because when you want to develop JavaScript on backend, mostly you have, as I know, the options that you have is either go with Express or Nest.js, or maybe there are more, but I mostly go in between those two. And one is just too elastic. You can do anything in Express. And Nest.js, it's just like you need to do the things in old framework way. It's just too framed, let's say. So TRPC, the experience that I had with TRPC is quite good, sweet spot, let's say. So I really love those three using on the backend on this project. On database, I use PostgreSQL with Prisma. I consider Drizzle, but I just use Prisma, and I couldn't complain. And for cache, I use Redis. Authentication, Bedrock. I actually was experiencing a couple of authentication frameworks. I did give a shot on Keycloak because we are already using on the company. It's let's say, I think I can say it's horrible for such a indie hacker tool using Keycloak. It's so heavy. To use it, you need to have another Docker container just on that. Another shot that I did was Firebase, which was, but I was already using VPS, so meaning my all user data hosted into Firebase Cloud, meaning like very core part of my application runs on another part of the cloud, and I need to query that back and forward. So that's why I didn't like. But the Bedrock experience was really, really good if you are into host your data on your device and on your orchestration. And recently, I even heard they add authorization support with impersonation and stuff. It's I'm looking forward to experience those as well. It's really good. I really suggest you to use it if you're not using any of Supabase like cloud platforms. And yeah, like for the deployment, I use Docker and DigitalOcean VPS. As you notice, I did not mention Supabase at all. The thing is, I'm not even know why I'm here. So yeah, like maybe it will be meaningful. I will talk about the problems that I have, and you guys come up and say Supabase solves that. So it will be meaningful in this setup. Yeah, and yes, like the reason also I didn't use any of those tools, that cloud tools, is I wanted to keep it on-premise, serverful, and self-hosted. The reason is like I already had it like this from the previous project, and also when the Clonathon announced, I knew that everyone gonna use some of the tools that already exist, some of the cloud platform that already solve those many of issues. I tried to experiment something different. That was the motivation, and yeah, like to do that, it needs to be lightweight and performant, and yeah, and this is I did not implement yet, but I'm looking forward to it. I wanted to do like right now it runs on the VPS, but I will try to do it auto scale to those cloud platforms when it hits the fan, like when there's too much request. The first thing that I want to implement is to scale to Cloudflare workers. Again, this was my target. I did not implement the last item. And the challenging features was resumable stream, local first with IndexedDB. I actually reverted that, but I can put it back. And chat history synchronization with import and export history. So what is resumable stream is like, by the way, did I talk? I guess I did not tell what actually T4Chat does. It's like just LLM wrapper. You just go and chat with various of OpenAI. For now, I just choose two of them, OpenAI or Anthropic models. But like T3Chat, the original application, provides a lot more of those. So it's basically like a ChatGPT with more models. So what is resumable stream is like you create a stream, you refresh the page, or you access the stream, the chat page from another device. The stream should continue where it left. It was quite challenging. I actually could not finish it by the time of Clonathon submission, but finished at this moment. And the reason is, yeah, like it's a really challenging problem to solve, especially like me that whoever not writing backend for quite some years and trying new technologies. So the architecture that I planned was this, like UI initiate the stream, then the router is a TRPC router, it's not any other service or anything. Then it creates an async task that so that it will just run when even though the connection stops, it doesn't matter. Once it's reached, it's created, the stream continues. Then it starts to run the stream to send the stream to Redis. The reason I throttled them and batched them for performance reasons, because those streams can come like each chunk can come lower 10 milliseconds. It's really aggressive. So using the hardware resources, your server resources that aggressively just to support removable stream is felt wasteful. That's why when the stream started, it slows down and put it like in batch, maybe in second or so, put them to Redis. So that if you, but it does not mean that you will have a slow response if you are the one that initiate the stream. Meaning the most common scenario, you go and chat and you are the one who initiates stream. This is the most common scenario. Then you don't actually subscribe to Redis stream. You actually get the response right away. But the uncommon scenario, which is not optimized, for that scenario, you will get the stream a bit slower. So like supporting that was quite a challenge. And to be honest, like I wrote one of the worst front-end code that I did for many years. I still need to clean up that mess. Actually, I have, and I don't know what kind of idiot I am. I should put the link, t4chat.com. You can just go and right now it's live. Yeah. Imagine it will not open now. Help me to find that. Okay. So actually, it's a bit slower on initial load. The reason is I installed it to San Francisco server just to make it faster on there when they try it. So let's give a shot. Maybe with this. Maybe I will now refresh it and show the resumable stream. So as you notice, it slows down. So that's the reason of throttle. Like I did not want to use the server resources for the case that will not happen that often. So the most often the common case should be the one that should be optimized. So for that, when the stream starts, I just give it right away as a faster way for the scenario that will happen most common. But if user wanted to have, for some reason, want to refresh or want to access to stream, we can still support that with Redis stream. And yeah, where do we run that? Yes. How do you run that? Abdelrahman, help me. I'm idiot. What? Top right. Slide share. Slideshow. This right in front of you. Okay. So the local first thing. So I had a couple of issues. This is the first time I tried the local first approach. I stored the data, chat data, on IndexedDB. The reason is IndexedDB has quite I guess it's the limit is 50 megabytes. It allows you to quite good storage, so that if you already using the same machine for chat, it will just not gonna do the request. It will open right away because it will be stored on your PC. One of the issue, I don't know how many of you guys are familiar with React Query, but once you use persistent flag with the React Query to store the data, the invalidation causes all requests to refresh. Like if you have having infinite scroll, those all requests trigger again. So you need to find a way to prevent that. So you need to use the other ways to invalidate or update your data. This is one of the issue that I had. Another thing is data. The thing is, imagine the scenario. The data is stored in right now the browser. And when you log out, you can just clean up and log out. But if the authentication expires and the browser or whatever the tool the client you're using did not witness it, it stays there. If you're using some storage mechanism like cookie, the browser you can set expire time. But for the other things like local storage or IndexedDB, browsers do not, you cannot rely on the cookie. So this is one of the issues that I cannot come up with the easy solution. Like the maybe attack scenario can be a PC, for example, that can be commonly used. So you use that, and then you close the browser so that authentication expire will not be witnessed by the client. So another user will open it. You can say that maybe I will use another JavaScript to clean up on the load, but the thing is hacker can just disable the JavaScript and access your data. So, for example, I asked ChatGPT with the O3 reasoning model, like how to approach that problem. The suggestion it gave me like encrypt your data, which is like, I mean, nearly 50 megabytes of data I'm talking about. Like, I'm not going to encrypt that. To me, the best solution is prompt the user about this. Nice. So yeah, like I just wrap my own, but yeah, like using such tools and providers, it can provide those solutions. And the thing is, I tried a couple of new techniques, let's say, while developing. This is one of the things that I did was when I was developing some complex feature, I just wipe coded some of the debugging screens. I didn't touch anything. I say like, hey, I want to develop this. Just provide me some debugging screen. It was quite useful, like because the screen is not in a status that I want. I just then before even start the UI, I'd start with this so that I ensure that backend is working the way that I want. This is, for example, I was using for removable stream. And how much time? Okay, I will just continue. Finish. Okay. This one, the last item, is a bit long, but high reasoning model because there's a story behind it. But yeah, like I use a high reasoning model for initial architecture. I really see the value. Plus, I use it for reviewing. I really again see the value. The another thing is I use sequential thinking MCP. Even the models that use lower reasoning can really improve by sequential thinking MCP. Yes, I am. Yeah. You may follow me on Twitter. Also, you can visit the site t4chat.com. It's semi-finished, let's go. And again, it's not my target is not use the product itself, but use and create story out of it, and to improve my visibility. That was my ambition. Thank you. Any question, by the way? I just. Double texting problem. What? I just block the user so that they can. I like once I just sent. Here's the way I did. You sent hi, let's say. First, it go normal request. So it just waits. Like it's not normal request. It's waiting for server side event. The first server side event that should come is user message is succeed. Until then, I block the message bar so that I do not allow it. But one of the features that I want to add is actually query the message. Like even though when you just enter the stream start, and I am planning to allow users to add another one, but not send it, just store it. So one is finished, then I can send it back. But for that, I just prevent user to send another request. Yeah. Yeah, like yes. Probably I did not do the backend implementation. Like I just prevented on UI. I do not right now recall anything that I did for that scenario. No, here's the thing. Here's the catch. So I noticed that it's slow. It will slow down my the performance. So when you send the message, and if you are the initiator, it will just come back to you right away, not writing anyway. But it also writes with throttle way to Redis, and for the user who refresh the page, like lose the session or anyway, for them it comes from the Redis, so that it will slow down like say per second. But for the ones that for the user who start the stream, it will just get the message right away because yes, like right away. Yes. Like I'm just directly sending to the LLM. Like I use the two model, OpenAI and Anthropic. No. Just from my server. Yeah, yeah. From my server because I'm handling this async task and writing the Redis. No, just I just did my. I think I just did overkill. I guess I should have even some of the guy did open router. Maybe I could have used that instead of just doing two. But it's again, it's for experiment plus to create story out of that.